Happy Saturday. Welcome to Sports in Mandela. As usual, we start the court. You glow differently when your confidence is fueled by your beliefs in yourself or validation from others. Once again, happy Saturday. Welcome to Sports in Mandela. Good morning, Daddy.
Good morning, everyone. It's like a wonderful day for cricket. But to me, little kind of over streaming is much. It's a silver farm. So hope I have some good weather so we can stream the game for the world to see.
Yeah.
But I see today, which in the weeks now. And
that's so true.
Yeah, Ambassador PJ.
Yes. Good morning, sir. How are you?
And thank you, Earl, and giving me this opportunity. And as we say, in India, the cricket is a religion.
Right. I know. So how is it so?
I've been here in Antigua for 30 years. As we say, we all love cricket. So come from India, coming to West Indies is a good opportunity where we can see all these legends here and we met with Sir Richardson. It's good to see them, and when we were little boys, seeing them on the TV, and it was really excitement. Different age group. I know we are getting old now. So working with the community, working with the government of Antigua and Indian government, we try to put up the word like the bridge between. If we can work out any support for the people.
And how is it so far in the culture? How is that going so far?
I didn't know it's going to be so busy.
Right.
It's just keeping me busy every day. I'm just there. A lot of things we do with the community help. Sometimes people need some kind of help in the one of the professors, doctor.
Right.
He's in Metropolitan Medical School.
Yeah.
So, helping them with the families to
Right.
see how they can work with it. And a lot of there with different communities looking for some kind of thing. So I'm there to help them and support from the embassy.
And that occupies your time,
It occupies me. Every day I have calls, every day I'm asking for something. And one I cannot just say no. You need to shut down your phone.
As you know, Antigua is a large Indian community. A lot of Indians live in Antigua.
Yeah.
So as you said, I know you have been very busy.
Yeah. About 500. And then a lot of professors are there, and they actually contribute a lot to this. Antigua.
Right. Tell us about yourself. You ever play any cricket?
I used to, and recently I don't. We actually have a Desi boys where I was just talking to Ahmad. So the Indian team, they made
Right.
Indian team played in Cedar Grove. Last 3-4 years, I've had 3 years or maybe 2 years, I don't really play. So
Right.
they still play on Saturday. The young guys, so they come.
The guys play more soft.
Ball, the tape ball.
The tape ball.
It can be little rough.
Yes, what about from the guys, but it's getting difficult.
I can still run, I can bat, but
Right.
they want me to bowl, and
So your playing days will just be
I can still go there, little batting and run around and do little fielding. No. I cannot force myself. And it's in West Indies or if it's India, I will recently.
Yeah.
I know. Again, it's the game of cricket,
Alright.
and actually they all look tired.
Right.
World Series, the World Championship. Fine. Maybe the BCCI or the cricket board have to work out something.
Right.
Have a little practice.
True.
Not coming after 1 week and next
Right.
week they're playing the
Right.
final.
So this guy.
Yeah. Already knew the schedule. Like,
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
my opinion.
yeah,
Again,
yeah.
This is all. They probably have a schedule.
Yeah, it's tiresome.
I think there was like 6 weeks. It was IPL 6 weeks, close to 2 months. The 20 overs is a very fast-paced game, so,
So
it
they
takes a lot
probably
of
have the set of mind. Still, they're thinking they're playing 2020.
T20, right? So
Yeah.
the adjustment takes a lot to adjust there.
But again, they have good batsmen,
Right.
good lineup. So we never know.
That's true.
That's the thing about it, VJ. I have an app. I get from India. And I keep telling my guys here, India has a lot of young guys, especially past. They find a lot of fast bowlers now too,
Yeah.
in all honesty.
They actually have fast bowlers and the spin bowlers.
Yeah.
Not better than West Indies. I mean, they need to actually improve more. I mean, there are a lot of young guys are coming up.
VJ, don't be so modest, man. You know the fast bowlers.
I mean, Antigua used to.
Silly, West Indies. But India and Pakistan have them.
Yeah.
New Zealand, South Africa, we have.
There's a lot of young talent. With I think the IPL, what they're doing with the IPL, they're coming out with the new batsmen and the batsmen and the bowlers, and they're improving a lot. There's a lot of game, but they need practice.
You know what amazed me one time, VJ? I was getting information from. There was you see some youngster, they're trying to find him. He was playing under 15, and they couldn't find him. But he's out of state playing a 4-day game. So they play 4-day games under 15 in India. But that's a good development.
And 50 over game. Most of the players are, again, for them to play 5-day match, it's become a little bit difficult and tiring. But I don't know if you follow recently where India and other teams. Test match was finishing in 3 days. 4 days.
Yeah.
They were getting the results. So it's all depend on the pitch. Important thing.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
The pitch. I keep telling you, make sure a good pitch to play. If you have a good bet, maybe it comes out on top.
You get a good results. I think the test matches became boring, but now recently when they're getting results on the test match, because they have a good pitch, so people when they are watching it, like us as the spectators, we're watching the game, any test match, we think, okay, this test match have result, looks interesting, so we all stick to the TV and we looking at it. But if it is a boring 3-day match and then one side batting and the other side, it makes sense.
Especially England playing the kind of form of test match now.
Yeah, and they have a good weather and good conditions. In fact, today you just mentioned it. I don't know, I heard it, they had like 31 degrees. It was very warm.
Oh, summer.
So the thing is, they're not used to that kind of heat. But
Right.
Yeah.
Tell us something about the team. I know you have a team coming to Antigua soon.
Okay, there's a team coming from England. Medical school here. They have some kind of tie-up, so they're hosting the team. And the same team had traveled, not the same, maybe same, from the same country. 7th of June or for a week. So the AUA is hosting them, and we're trying to organize few matches here with Royal Police Force, Liberta, the winning team of police,
Right.
so they can have some friendly games. And they can so maybe it's a good opportunity for any league teams or get some kind of experience and exposure.
Right.
If there's any exchange program, they can always
Right.
do something like that.
What do you know about this team? How competitive is this team? You can say? Tell us.
Honestly, I don't really know much about them, but I
Right.
just heard that. First time I'm going to see them here.
Right. Okay.
They seem to be
Right.
get around. So they have a very competitive team. They've been to different islands. They play with different league matches in England. So I'm hoping to look in.
If Indians and the very and I was surprised how good the batsmen were. And again, so I was surprised. Like I haven't experienced them since 1975, and now they get all as fast because those days they didn't have no fast bowlers.
But then they produced it. I think when we went a little bit late on 70s, we got all the
Couple of- Okay, but Kenny Benjamin first. I went with Vivitures for British Airways session, and he used to call himself Captain Dev. Kenny Benjamin, he used to call himself Captain Dev.
Yeah.
They tell you going to us since we were 14, 15. So he used to emulate Captain Dev too.
he came out in the 80s, and he really produced, and he was the first winning
World Cup, so, yeah.
So, and I don't know if you saw, there was a movie came out, 83. It was actually, it's a nice movie. In fact, looking at the movie, I invited the survey them to watch. It is to the West Indies, see how a West Indies team was 2 times World Cup winner, and everybody is looking to get out from all these West Indies players, not the Indian players. Nobody knew who they are, and everybody following. So it was a good,
A good feedback.
good feedback, and a good feedback for pictures with them, with Survey and
Right.
Secretary Ambrose. It's like a dream group.
I know, yes.
People love them, they still love their picture. So after India,
I was told, so Dr. Beckel told me so one time. One time the Indians love the West Indian
they love
players.
the West Indian, and the players, not only I'm living, I can say that when I was growing up, and we love it.
He took picture.
Record home.
Yeah, I have a semi-final and final DVD. That much I love Kapil Dev. I used to collect all his books and magazines and stickers. And finally, when I met him, I was in India. I was really, I was like a little boy, or getting so excited to meet with him. And at that time, we didn't have the autograph book, not available freely. Pulled out we have rupees. I pulled out one of the bill, And I said, okay, I need his autograph. So I said, can you give me the $50 bill where he signed it? Sports craze around that time. And
But you still have the craze. You still have the craze.
we still have the craze. We still have love for cricket, no matter what it is.
But Dhoni comes the favorite now.
Yeah, Dhoni and
Yeah.
Dhoni is favorite. Now Virat Kohli is.
But Dhoni seems to have a following.
Yeah, Dhoni actually is gone he's very popular because of his, they call him Captain Cool.
Captain Kohli.
You
Captain
never
Kohli.
see him in any media where people are abusing him or trying to say anything against him. He never against anyone. So I think people love him more, and especially with IPL. And he was a good captain. And
Not only good winning captain.
winning captain. So he has done good for the team, and they actually have other players too. But then again, it's the popularity of the person. We cannot deny that.
Right.
Yeah.
But in terms of, as you say, the team coming in and July and stuff like that. So, what do you think we can expect from the team in terms of?
I think is again they playing with the Imperial, they from the England, so they probably have a different exposure.
Right.
They to play cricket here,
Right.
and they're playing 4 or 5 matches, so they'll definitely love cricket. That's their thing, and maybe our team here or our local team here, they can get some kind of benefit with them playing. Not only the exposure they will get, but they will always have that opportunity if they have any kind of exchange program.
Yeah.
What they offer them to come and say, come, let's play.
Right.
Here we have these matches going on, and they can always have some players, and we can make that bridge.
Just like you said a while ago, because I was telling earlier, so we can get to England easier.
Yeah.
Parachute team can take a team to England and more easily than go to England than to America. So we have the connection. We're trying to put that together maybe next year or two. So like I said, Darren made the contact.
Yeah, it's like developing a contact, developing a good game, and again we said it's a friendly game.
Right.
They're doing it as a charity. I know we're not collecting funds or things like that, but even if they do, they're thinking people will come and give them sponsor or
Right.
some kind of thing. So those funds are actually, they're going to donate it here to the Sickle Cell Foundation,
Okay.
or the Heart and Stroke Foundation, or different charities
Right.
for the medical.
Okay.
So they all the medical students, so they look in the benefit of those in the medicine field. So let's see how it goes with them, and I'm really looking forward, and I'm really thankful to the AUA that they bring in them, hosting them here. We're doing different activities with them. We have planned for 1 week, and first time they come to Antigua.
Okay.
They went to St. Lucia a few years back. I think it was 2019 or something. I don't have the year I had. I think they
Right.
were in Barbados a few years
Okay.
back. So they played in other Caribbean islands. So now they invited them to Antigua. So let's see if we can welcome them and have a nice friendly game.
Yeah,
They say every friendship starts from somewhere. You shake
true.
hand or you
That's
play
true.
game
That's
or
true. That's true.
so cricket is a good game.
as sports
Sports is the
make friends for life.
sure. The sportsmen travel from one end to another end, so they go from here to different parts of the world to play cricket. It can be any game.
From what you see, I know you're in Antigua for quite some time now. The level of cricket in Antigua from your standpoint, what do you think?
We do have. I think we need proper coaching,
Right.
proper grooming.
Right.
And we need to grow. I mean, we have a lot of youngsters, the players they can play. I think they need more practice,
Right.
and they need to play more games. And of course, we have good coaches here. And I always thinking Antigua they can do better.
Right.
They can do much better.
Right.
Like what we used to have, previous years, and you have seen it. We had all these best players from
Right.
Antigua.
Right.
All these legends came from Antigua. So now, people, even if you hear their name and if you don't forget about, Courtney Walls, Courtney Ambrose, Andy Roberts, people looking at it,
Right.
the fear in the bowling.
Right.
Even with the batsmen, Sir Wave, Rishi Richardson.
But I must tell you an experience I had with my good buddy. He played against India in Montserrat, and that tour was the young Vensaka. And he was so excited about Vince. I said, Vince has a special talent. My buddy, Vince was about 19 when he came down here at the time.
He's from Mumbai. They call him Colonel Venkar.
Yeah. I remember buddy came back and told me about this young Vince Sarker. He was so impressed. But he didn't disappoint. He played well for India in the long run. Some good,
he
good
was
strokes
there for a
player.
long time. He played with the I think World Cup also.
Yeah, and a real batsman, aggressive fellow. But India had a lot of aggressive batsmen.
There were a lot of it's changing actually. I don't know if it is because of IPL or the 2020 formats. The batsmen are getting very aggressive, and as you can see, different records are broken. People, 50s are making an 18 ball and 17 ball.
Actually, the guy from West Indies break a record yesterday, match a record yesterday, 26, the fastest 50 for a debutant. The guy, Alec Atinez.
Atinez, Dominica, Atinez.
Made 26 balls.
15?
50, half century in 26 balls.
26 balls,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, but it's not the one of the IPL, Shubham Gill, who was that? He made in 16 balls? 15, 16 balls.
I don't remember. But somebody
But I know Gill is the one uppercoming superstar.
Yeah, he made the fastest, I think, century as well.
Right.
In IPL.
But how you think what India doing differently than West Indies are doing to push all these young stars? Sorry to put you on the spot, but
I think we may be different. We have different coaches, different. I don't know if I can say the government or I don't know how these bodies work.
Right.
If it's private or semi-government. They need to put. We have a lot of ground. As I say, it is not like India or other countries where we have to really go and look for a little place to play. And we have a lot of ground around here, a lot of sports, big arena where they can practice. They need to put everything together. I think it has to be, as I can say, I don't know if it's a private or has to come through the government.
Right.
They need more nourishing, more of a coaching, and youngsters we need to groom them, like how they go into the schools and getting all those, from primary to secondary. So we need to, groom them. So we need. I think something is missing.
I know what you mean.
Earlier you alluded to the coaching. You think coaching is maybe one factor.
Coaching is number one factor, and again maybe financing, where probably you have proper finance or something he can do, or he can do it alone. So we all have to come from a different society or different community put together and see if we can pick some good players and let them, make them competitive to play, travel around. They need to travel in different countries and play different games.
You're so correct. Yes, you're so correct. But I will tell you that I used to have partnership tour all over the world every year.
A long time ago, you remember when you playing in India, all these test matches used to be boring.
Spinner.
Same thing was in West Indies.
Right.
True, when playing guy,
Yeah.
recreation going in Madja.
Right.
So things have changed. So I think the pitch play is the most important game.
But tell me something, do you think that the IPL development of cricket in India, because when IPL gets four guys, overseas guys, who will let's say fast bowlers also can bring their skills to support your youngsters?
Yes, definitely. Because see, IPL itself. I mean, of course, they are part of BCCI. The BCCI is part of IPL, so it's a big, rich body, I should say.
Yeah.
So they're putting a lot of money in it, but they're getting the results.
Yeah, the results are there.
Yeah. So they have a lot of academic. India has the national defense, and they call it the national sports academy. So there are a lot of players from overseas. In fact, our ambassador was here recently and he's coming back again in a few days. We have spoken to the cricket board here that we don't mind under 19 or under 15, under 16. We can take few players from here and we coach them in India.
That's great.
We are open for it.
That would be great, man. That would be great.
So that's a nice exposure.
So, and then we can do some exchange program, and of course, anything they need. So they have a good academy. So they call it the Cricket Academy or the National Sports Academy, where you probably heard Rahul Dravid was. He was the head
I know him. He played here
Right.
too. Myself, yeah.
For the
For
youth,
the
for
cricket
the
academy.
academy, yeah. 'Cause I think he
National
spent some time with the under-19s, quite some
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Coach.
yeah.
Yeah, coach.
Yeah.
He was the head coach.
Right.
And then he was the main person with the National Cricket Academy, where these all players are grooming in somewhere in Punjab.
They're grooming them too well.
So it's, and in every state, I think they're putting a lot of money and time, and now these our good cricketers like Sachin and different players, Dhoni is there. They're putting their money towards that too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so they have these, Virat Kohli was, I think Yuvraj Singh did. So all these players, it's not that they made money out of cricket, but they're putting back to the cricket. So they have this academy where they're grooming all these young
Young, yeah.
players, maybe, 12, under 13, under 15, and then they just
So,
join up from
I
there.
want to interrupt you a little bit, Ambassador, guys. You're not taking 26 years. You can't get some of them guys come down here so we can get them.
Sometimes, they come to West Indies, it is too hot for them, or it's too warm for them.
The weather.
Too hot, eh?
Weather, it's too hot for them.
But what I like the way you said a while ago in terms of the structure, so like that, when we start the structure.
IPL and cricket board is getting stronger financially. A lot of sponsors, a lot of companies. So, being a big country, India itself, which is the largest
Right,
population,
billions of people.
so they actually putting a lot of money, and a lot of big companies are big sponsors. So they're getting these sponsors, and when they're putting their money and they're getting their money back, so they're thinking, okay, you know what?
They're getting value
if
for their
one
money.
sponsor is gone, the next is on the line.
Yeah.
I think they're putting their money.
Yeah. It shows. It really
It's
shows.
like I just say, I'm very thankful to Cool and Smooth,
Right.
what they have done with 2020.
Yeah,
Cool and Smooth.
yeah,
He
yeah.
has done a great job.
Joe,
Great job. And
yeah.
a lot of young players are, and his league is getting very popular.
Yeah, we stream all the games with them,
Yeah.
So
We stream all the games to India.
Yeah.
Back to Dream 11 and all that sort of thing. That for bet, I never heard about those things.
We do a lot of sports, and I know, as probably I mentioned to you, we have an International Yoga Day coming up on Saturday, the 9th year.
International Yoga Day.
Yeah. Next week, Saturday.
I never heard of that.
17th. It's the 9th year in Antigua. I'm
Yeah.
celebrating. Yeah, we're doing it. I
So
organize it.
what takes place on that day? What do you do?
We do like it's an exercise,
Right.
meditation. They say mind, body, and
Right.
breathe in, breathe out. And a lot of cricketers are following it.
Right.
Virat
Okay.
Kohli, Dhoni,
Right.
and you see all the name cricketers, even Chris Gales and things like that.
And the Kohli is a fitness freak. Yeah, he loves the
Right.
fitness
So
thing.
it's about a meditation. You can do it for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So I'm organizing that event next week. Giving it
When he says
So-
that?
Coolest Cricket Ground.
So
No, when what it did?
You meet?
Yeah.
What date it is, he said?
The 17th.
Okay,
That's
7th.
next week Saturday.
Next week
Yeah.
Saturday.
4:36.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's an international event, and I think about 178 countries participated.
I was hoping we could come, but we have to stream cricket live.
Yeah. In the afternoon, after 4:30.
No, or game my 3 or 4,
Oh.
Because this is what 1 o'clock today.
Yeah, we
Oh, yeah,
have
yeah,
by
yeah.
Antigua Facebook page. We can always go,
So-
and they probably have
right.
some video clips.
So normally our people just take part in that.
They take part, and it's free for everyone. We give
Okay.
out free shirts. It's free event. Anybody can come, any age group, little children to the big.
I would love that. I need that.
Just bring your yoga mats, and we have a lot of good yoga instructors in it.
Instructors.
So they give out their training, and people follow it.
So that's a big event, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has been actually 2019,
Yeah.
just before COVID, we had
Right.
about 275 people participating.
Yeah,
Okay.
275. That's great.
So that's always good.
Last year we did it. Year one. COVID was the first time we did it.
Yeah.
So we do have a lot of the events like that, and again we encourage all the sports personalities and the persons, those who want to be physically or mentally fit.
Yeah.
Right.
They need. I mean, we've been promoting in schools also, so
Okay.
that people need to be more mentally and physically fit to come and perform yoga.
But I wish you could find the time.
I will put you on the spot. I like to put my guests on the spot. In terms of the what you saw so far up here, in terms of Winston Benjamin and the young kids, what your take on it?
I think he's doing a good job.
Right.
And what he's doing, he has, I think, 10, 12-year-old.
Right.
And going up to 19, 18.
Right.
So there are a lot of young players, and he's putting his lot of work. And I'm hoping if people can support him,
right,
and whatever supports he needs.
Right.
And as I see this is probably the second time I come here.
Right.
And guys and girls playing
right.
around.
Well, I was going to say, what impressed me is see the amount of girls I see here. I
Yeah,
count
yeah.
about 10 young ladies.
Yeah.
I don't think they passed 18.
And the girls cricket also getting very competitive now. And
Yeah,
you see the
yeah.
women cricket.
Right.
We have the Indian or any West Indies cricket
Right.
team. I don't know if you were there a few years back when we had a women Indian cricket team visited here.
No.
One day they played, and we actually hosted the West Indies and the Indian cricket team. In one of the events, we
Right.
invited both the teams.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a very good event. So we need to encourage, and then I'm very glad, and the young girls and the guys out there.
Right.
And sun is so hot and very humid, and
Right.
as I can see you sweating inside here.
Yeah.
But I noticed, Ambassador, that in India, the ladies, getting all the prominence like the big guys, like the men. They almost the same kind of salary too.
Yeah, they actually last few years the women cricket has really got very competitive, and they're really doing a good work. And I don't know if you read the news or something. Just a year and a half ago, the BCCI, the cricket board, before the women used to get less pay, now
Yeah.
they're equal.
Yeah, that's what I noticed.
I
Yeah.
think they make
Which
it
is a very
a
good-
year, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I noticed that,
Very good
Ambassador. That's what I
gesture.
noticed, Ambassador. The girls get big play now too,
Yeah. So it's
which
not
is
like
good.
before. Okay, it's just because.
The salary not so far apart now. It's
Yeah,
But-
so
actually
now they
on the
made it
same.
equal pay.
But the ladies performing very well too.
Yeah, they're doing great.
Yeah.
They're doing
But matter of fact, the first time I saw them was in Australia 2005 when I was there, a World Cup stuff. And I said, but then girls real good. That's what I said to TV,
So even we had a young team here a few years back when we had the under-19 World Cup.
Yeah.
And then India won, and
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
semi-final and final. We
Ah.
hosted in Royalton for
Right.
the event for both the team.
And I think the World Cup went into IPL right after.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
after the two
Yeah.
young guys. Yeah, they went the captain and the other guy.
And when I was reading about them, they were saying not the captain, the other one was the more Kohli-like, more aggressive and more polished. Centuries, but this other one is the one you look out for. That's what Indian newspaper said.
Yeah, it's like, it's again, it's sponsoring. Even if you get one person, I always say that, and I'm here with you guys, I can always say and request in our community living here in Antigua, we have all these businesses, and they need to just sponsor one person, one or two person from a different academy. Any academy we have, just sponsor one or two young girl or a boy.
But I want one even because I know cricket not popular enough. The Antigua public not love cricket like how they love cricket in India. I don't know.
That can be actually true, in Antigua, people love cricket, but it's not as popular. Maybe we are the older people coming from a different
that's what I'm
generation,
saying,
and
right.
we still follow cricket like
Right.
religion. But people like play mostly. You can hear the basketball, and they want to go on
Football.
football games and baseball.
They fall Latin American games.
Yeah, they go into different universities, and as you can see, the young guys coming up. I always look at, this guy got, in basketball, he's
Right.
playing for NBA, or he's
Right.
this. So they're doing that, and we need, the cricket is dying actually.
But see what happens, like, when I've been complaining because now with the IPL, the big bash and all these T20 leagues, there's plenty of money involved for the cricketers. So why we lose interest?
That surprised me because I can see that in last so many years living here, and recently the cricket is dying.
Right.
I agree.
It is.
It's dying.
We agree with you. Yeah, we
It's dying,
agree with
and
you.
people are going for football and they
Right.
going for basketball.
Maybe like you said, the sun too hot.
We can do to revive the cricket. We're going to it's when we drive around look around it's really sad state.
We have to come out with some incentives and
Right.
some kind of thing for the young players, and male or female or girl or boys.
Right.
They need to have some kind of incentive where
Yeah.
let them.
Let me do what ambassador. Incentive like taking them to India. That kind of incentive.
But that we hear them like that once they hear India think about IPL.
Yeah. As I say, we are ready. I mean, I already spoke to Earl and Winston that
Right.
if anything there, they can write in a proposal, and we can work something out with that kind of.
Because what I do now, I have a lot of friends. We used to go parachute to New York, the metropolitan area for
every year,
years.
every year.
Canada, Orlando, all over. And I have a lot of friends, Indian friends there. And they take the teams to like Pakistan, India and tours. The club team.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I think again, we can sit here and talk about things, but
Right.
it all has to come from your heart.
Yeah.
You know, the young girls and boys, they need to have that passion.
Right,
If you
right.
don't have that passion, you know, and if you see all IPL or Indian cricketers, they recently those who became so popular, and if you see their background, they come from a poor family.
That is true. Yeah,
This
yeah,
and
yeah,
that.
yeah,
They,
yeah.
they don't have this, but their parents put all their money and everything
Right.
on their
That's true.
coaching. And so it's the passion.
You don't know, then you say that there's a young guy doing very well right now, forgot his name. But he left home early, sleeps, all kind of
That's why
players.
he's on the ground and stuff.
I get his
was gonna
stuff,
say with
yeah.
that, right, IPL. You heard about that story?
Yeah, I heard that. And there's
Yeah.
another guy, his father was as a vendor out on the road and selling something.
That's the same guy.
Okay, same
That's the same guy.
Yeah, yeah. So then
I know
he
you know
came
he's making a lot of ones in IPL right now.
and
In the league.
now he's made the money and he
Yeah.
And as you say, that come from his heart, his
His
passion
heart
and
is
all
the
kind of stuff.
passion.
Yeah,
So
he
we
want,
need,
he want.
we
That's
need
the
people
same,
with the passion. You can push them. They just say, you know, you give them everything.
Right.
But it's their passion.
True.
If they don't have a passion to play,
I agree.
That's true. That's true.
we
That's true.
can't do anything. Even if you put money, you put your time, you
Right.
put your things, and then they say, okay, I have to go 9
Right.
o'clock or I have to go 10 o'clock and just let me go and play because I paid for it. Or
Right.
let me go just there because this coach asked me to come here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. To pick out the code, but now that you don't know, I'm before
It's like going to the school, you know.
Yeah. You know what? Because you're not option.
Yeah.
That's
Because your
true.
father or your mother wants to say, look, go play, go play.
You want to
Prove them, and I think that's the basic training, and they have to have the mentally prepared,
Right.
and mentally and the physically prepared. But mostly it has
There's the yoga to come in, the fitness.
the yoga. Yeah,
You could have said better. But we don't want to keep you too long. I know you're a very busy man.
thank you.
So I bet, and your hat, I'm sure you get it hot there now also. We're not in the AC like we now in the AC. So we don't want to keep you too long. But it was really a pleasure talking to you today.
So it's-
You know what I'm
thank
saying?
you, thank you so
We
much,
have
and
interaction and stuff like that.
thank you.
It
so
gives
much.
opportunity to tell the viewing audience to come out to watch the games that upcoming games for the team that are coming.
Of course,
and where the games will be playing and
thank
stuff like
you
that.
to both of you for having me here, and I'm really glad. And I came and we share some, stories, the
Right.
stories from cricket, and we all love cricket. And as we say, College of Medicine, we have a team visiting first week of July, and they're coming here for a week. They're playing some league matches with different teams like Royal Police Force, Param, Cool and Smooth winning team. So they have some cricket going on, and people can come and support different grounds, maybe Sticky Wicket.
Right.
Announce it later on.
Right.
And it's all sponsored by the AU. Friendly matches. Enjoy it. It's while it's a summer and I think it's a holiday for most of
True. Yeah, it could be on the vacation.
And I would have told Kenneth, Liberta, I needed to have a lot of jelly water there for you, so. Coconut water and mangoes and stuff for the
We
guys.
always get
Lo-
water
local-
and the
local
vendors
food.
to come and maybe we can support them as well, in the community.
Yeah, that's it.
And also tell them about your big event next weekend too, the yoga event. You can't
we
miss that
have
one there.
in 9th International Day of Yoga on 17th of June, which is the next week Saturday, Village Cricket Ground, and we all want to come there. It's a free event. In fact, there you can come and park by the Sticky Wicket. They normally charge 5 EC, but they waive that, so
Okay.
there's no
That's good.
parking fees. People can come, just bring your yoga mats. We'll have water. We have a instructors, they're all professional. They can tell you what to do. It's a 45-minute sessions, and it's very, very good. I mean, it's a nice, beautiful lawn, and you cannot go wrong. And you can practice yoga, and it's good for your mind and body and
Right.
soul.
But my advice to you is get it in more often so you can get back in the field.
Sure, I mean, as I said it earlier, you know, we need our mind and body, you know, we need our soul, you know, we need to be more focused. Once from inside, when we say we have a passion, we need to do this,
Right.
we'll do it. And people say, no, the dream comes true. Dream does not come true while just sitting in your bedroom
Right.
and sleeping inside your bedroom. It has to come out when you go out and you
Right.
practice and you work hard for it.
I like that.
Then it is achieved.
True.
Okay, great to meet
Well,
you, sir.
it was
Thank
really
you
great
so
talking
much.
to you, man.
Okay.
Really great.
Thank you very much.
And all the best in your portfolio.
Thank you.
And
Thank you very much.
expect another invitation.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
All
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Taddy, it was interesting talking to the consulate. You know, it was really, really good, Taddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, but we got some good information from the ambassador too. You know. So that's important.
And as we were saying, the club not getting one out.
Yeah,
It look like something quick. It should be a good game. A good game later on.
Yeah, it
I
should
think
be.
it'll beat Michael and see farm.
See you, Farm, yeah.
Yeah, and Michael coming out of a victory on Thursday.
Well, I believe the thing they can beat Sea Farm today too, but Sea Farm might have other ideas.
Yeah, Tris and the guys are sure we come up with a plan to beat them, counteract them. But I see we have the coach here. I see you have the coach here, Winston Benjamin. Good morning, Winston. How are you doing? You know, last time you were in studio, we promised you'd become a surprise you. So we come to surprise you this morning at the practice. Yeah, I was looking outside and telling Taddy, look like I called about 10 young ladies. And I said, wow, we have a bunch of good ladies here. But it's the first time I see them, some.
Actually, what happened is I think the under 19 girls are supposed to be going to Trinidad
Oh,
next week. Next
okay.
week. But Kimberly Anthony took it on herself. Actually, to assist them because they have been put in place at the moment. So
Wait, Wait, be nothing in place at the moment, Winston. Winston,
Start there, you
to
know.
assist the young.
Start there, you know.
Winston, wait, be nothing in place, and they're going away next week. I don't understand what you mean by that, Winston. Nothing in coach,
You
nothing in
just
place
keep
with the
your
coach in the
ass,
team, preparing the team, I mean.
I do my coaching 6 days a week. And the girls, them, before they went to St. Kitts, a few of them came, they wanted to practice. I was approached by Miss Anthony on Thursday. She wanted some assistance, the under 19 girls. She had told me Monday, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So I asked her, what is that all about? Then she mentioned that they're supposed to be going to Trinidad, but nothing has been said to them in terms of training and all of that. So I told her no problem. But then she showed this morning with all the girls and them. And how can I say no? I can't say no.
Right.
No,
So
Winston,
I'm just doing what I got to do.
I'll ask again. I'm going to say, it's going to Trinidad next week. What kind of team that's going to Trinidad next week?
As I said to you, Mr. Arundel, I am not a part of nothing that the Anti-Cricket Association.
Wait. That's
Has-
Cricket Association business, that?
Obviously, they're going to Trinidad to play under 19.
What's this all right?
Antigua national team?
No, the Antigua team is going to, I think they're going to St. Kitts to play, like they did the last time.
Oh, they play.
But
And they pick them.
and then they pick the Liberal squad to go to Trinidad under 19.
Oh.
And nobody training is it? I mean,
But as I said to you, and fortunately for you, you're here to witness it yourself. So I would prefer not to elaborate any further on that matter.
Yeah, I can't understand it. The team traveling next week and every other week, and no training place with them.
Tell you. Yeah, let me say this, and I want to speak to all who can hear this broadcast.
Well, everybody here right now. I'll tell you what, put you on the spot.
Not really, not
You
really.
cannot put me on
No,
the spot.
Okay.
Let me say this now.
no.
To whoever, wherever, however listening to this broadcast, cricket has given me 95% of what I have. I am known because of cricket. And if a team traveling tomorrow and they say, Winston, you want to go with the team and they don't have anybody to go, I will go. You know why I will go? Because I believe I have some little thing to offer that they would gain and then put it into practice. And as times progress, they would learn. So, and I can't say no. My junior boys, as you can,
Right.
and I have some other junior boys who are a little better that I asked to supervise them for me. I'm still watching. But as I said, these girls came to me for help, and I'm not going to say no. Full stop.
No,
I'm just giving back to cricket, and hey, I'm happy with it. I enjoy it. Tell you, I'm up here every morning from 7:30 until 12 o'clock,
Right.
11:30, day in and day out. You know what I mean? So I'm happy to assist.
No, Vincent, that's not my issue, you know. The issue is for me is, how can a national team be traveling next week and nothing in place for them to train and coach? What happens? Look, what you're doing is great now, but it should not be like that. Winston, it should not be like that. The team should have things in place. Well, what the team travel to say is that I heard coach Rodney and so. So the team traveling and then they're working with the guys, with the girls. I don't understand it.
To be honest, that has nothing to do with me. I understand your concern, but all I'm saying is I was asked to assist, and I said yes, and I'm more than happy to assist. As I said, I promised the young lady Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. She told me 3 o'clock, and I'll be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 3 o'clock. Another young lady said to me, I would like to get an extra session. And I look at her and like, really? She said, yes. So I said, okay. So here what happened now, I get tied up for Thursday too.
I like that approach, what you just said about in terms of you're willing to assist with, and that's very good as a coach. And that's what we were talking about when Cricket was talking about a while ago, that cricket is on decline. He said that the reason why he believes that the coaches are not strong enough.
I don't know if it's the coaches that are not strong enough. But if they don't have things in place,
Right.
you think it's going to happen because he wants to be the meme and I want to be as possible. So the day, if we don't put things in place and we like a 10-10 tournament, 20 tournament, and 60 side. Our girls need proper training, not just 2 weeks before, 2 months before tournament. They need to have consistent training. Rubbing shoulders, doing the arm, people can play more cricket.
True.
I mean, just to say, well, show up before a tournament, that is not going to help. That is just not going to help. But at the end of the day,
what I gather from these guys, like say the hostel put a team together just to say they take part in the tournament. When I'm looking at when I look at the recent concluded West Indies tournament, and I look at Leo's ladies team, you can see so far. Come back to right where you say about the training.
Right, not only we are far behind in West Indies as a whole,
Right.
and when we look at the female West Indies team, we haven't been performing at our best. There are individuals who have the ability,
Right.
but we need more cricket. We need to have things in place where they're allowed to train on a consistent basis. It can be a one-off thing, and then you put some people in the pot and pull out some people in the hat and say, okay, this is it. I mean, we have to give these ladies an opportunity to show the talent. I mean, do they have talent? I think they do. But is that talent in harness, and harness probably no.
Right.
You understand? There are a number of girls. I mean, this morning when I saw some of them, you know, I asked myself, where were these girls all the time? And looking at them, from what I'm seeing now, they're not very good. You understand? A single digit score and an under 50 score is what I'm seeing.
Right.
With the kind of ability that these guys have. You understand me? We have Kimberly Anthony who we are not going to hit the ball, and she is a little bit more experienced and a little bit more developed than these guys.
Right.
But I mean, from what I'm seeing here, you know, we're talking about scores, a lot of scores.
I know. I know. I have been following the girls a while. Spent some time at college watching them practice up there. And that was 2 years ago with Freddie Vancouver. I was saying those guys need a lot of work. And just from looking on, I tell myself they should have split up. The group is so big. They need more people willing to help them so then people get proper something training.
Well, listen, again, knowledge is supposed to be disseminated amongst each and every person. An individual who has that knowledge and keep it to him or herself, to me, is useless.
Right.
Because you're not helping anybody. At the end of the day, the reason why months trying to, or years trying to acquire certain knowledge is to help people, not to keep it to yourself. And keeping it to yourself is not going to help you. You understand? Because, for instance, alright, it is said that have an offspring who goes into cricket and do well.
Right.
It has happened.
Right.
But the percentage is so small. Alright. If you, as an individual, don't want to put in the work, at the end of the day you're going to suffer. But if you want to put in the work and you're not getting the proper training, there's a saying that practice makes perfect.
Correct.
But if you're not practicing the correct things,
Yeah.
there's no perfect.
Perfect. Yeah, you're correct.
You understand me?
Right.
You're practicing earnestly, and because you don't know no better, the individual who is helping you
Right.
is not trying to.
Correct you.
It's not trying to make you any worse off.
Right.
But he's only teaching you what he knows.
Right, right.
And it might not be. No. Who am I to determine who's best coach or who's better coach? You know? Everybody's trying to do it.
I see. I realize that.
I don't want to do anything.
I realize that. And players are not going to suffer.
I want to be a coach that's going to use my talent, use my experience, use my knowledge to make an individual or individuals better than I was.
Right.
And that's how I look.
And that even say that we are to be.
Right.
At the same time, it's not you.
Right.
It's doing something for them. So you want it to be better, and then, you're going to drive them. They might not like how you drive them, but the most important thing, you get them to where you want them to go.
Because I remember, Taddy, and when I speak, the youngsters like to talk about them old time days man and them old time days man. But when you had a big bag and I walk from Clarkson, Midway service station to factory and back, and people now and you know just a pick up with a big bag
Right.
go in the car. So school finish at 1:30 and you got to chuck it. Cannot be because Taddy,
What excuse?
Ayatollah, not gonna accept. You he no matter what,
Just get there for time.
get there on time. And then you got to run 30 and 40 laps. You tell them run 2 laps, run 4 steps and then stand up, look at your walk,
Yeah.
then you call on them, then do it. You understand? The self-motivation from these youngsters is difficult because there is so many things now that take up their attention, take up their time, that they're gravitating towards a lot of negativity. I mean, we spoke about youth violence, and that now is that escalating, but that has gathered root. So it's showing itself.
Manifest itself.
Right, so manifest itself. What are we going to do?
Right.
How are we going to curb that? When there's nothing for them to do,
Right.
maybe we need to look at our legal system as well. I mean, sport is a forum for these guys. If we come together and put a proper structure in place.
Right.
Now, Winston wants to be the best coach. Flipper wants to be the best coach. John wants to be the best coach. And Johnny wants to be the best coach. There's no way that we're going to disseminate information amongst ourselves because somebody wants to be the idol.
And that's the thing I was talking to someone, a coach, about in terms of coaching. Because for me, if I'm a coach, I want to lead and Winston knowledge because there's certain things that I'm not going to know everything.
Definitely.
When you come together and pull your ideas and stuff and bet
But
the stuff.
this is the point. You hear coaches telling people, oh, this coach, don't do so, this coach.
Right.
No. You see me? As you rightfully say, everybody don't know everything. I look at things differently. I don't want to put a plaster over a cut and not clean it
Right.
and make sure that it is properly clean and because
You can't just address the surface and
you
not the
can
root.
get infected.
Yeah, the root, the problem is
Right.
addressing the surface.
So here what happened. John have a problem. Alright, let me go back to something that real.
Right.
I have a young lady up here that I'm dealing with, Tonya Martin. Nice little player, talent-wise. And I watch a couple of games that she played, and I recognize that her follow-through is not going towards the bad.
Right.
It's going towards her right. And when I saw it, the first thing I said to myself, how come I didn't see that before?
Right.
She came to me, and as soon as she came to me, I said to her, listen, yeah, I know. You're not following through, right? Your momentum is going towards your right. She said, how you know? I said, because I saw it on the TV.
Right.
She said, this particular individual told her about it. I said, yeah, I know. And I know exactly what to do. But he saw it,
Right.
but I am saying to myself, I should have seen that before.
Right.
Now, I've always said, if I had recording,
Yeah.
it would have given me that opportunity. Sometimes I didn't take it out.
Yeah.
Don't say it.
That's right.
And her question was, so why you never said anything about it? I said, because I know saw it.
Right.
And you see it all the time, you look okay. As a matter of fact, I sent a clipping of her to Australia,
Right.
to an individual down there, Dallas.
Right.
And I never really saw from the way I should.
Right.
But I saw it, and yeah, it's going to be worth it.
Right.
But for now, I'm going to take some time out because she twisted around,
Right.
and so when she started training again, we will start it out.
Okay.
But it just goes to show now, somebody see that and before they come and say,
Yeah, right, right.
they're now going to John to say, he didn't know you do.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Ready to
Then-
criticize.
Right, right,
Yeah.
whereas you are not doing something and he's not doing something.
Right.
And instead we come together and scrutinize the player. Because sometimes, as well too, it is more beneficial to the player to leave them as is and
Right.
strengthen the area they're going to use most than to change them.
Right.
You just got to know, if you get somebody in time,
Right.
you can always work on that. You understand? But if you don't, instead of trying to change the individual, and I tend to use this comparison with Entini.
Right.
Entini got what we call a dead front hand.
Yeah.
And he ball wide on the crease.
Right.
And everything coming back in. But even though you know that is the situation, you have to deal with it when you pitch the ball
Right.
in the correct area. And even though you know you're not executing properly, I mean, the guy get close to 300 tests.
Yep, yep.
Right.
Okay, and the pros will tell you the front arm moved.
Right. Yeah.
So sometimes it is best to just strengthen certain areas and leave the individual be, because changing them sometimes you lose pace,
Right.
you lose confidence, you lose control,
Sure.
and
Do more harm than good.
you do more harm than good.
What do you want to take it back a little bit, the Winston? I was here for a little bit. I heard you, and I have been complaining about that too. Why is it, maybe you can answer the question, they always want to train the team 2 weeks before tournament instead of this continuous training? I asked Corey that, I've been Corey that now for 15 years. You know, I've been Corey that for 15 years now. I don't understand,
Let me say this. As a young cricketer, I mean, maybe I'm guilty like many of us not to give you your credit, because my coach is first my father and second you. All my junior years, when my father, after I started playing, was not a factor anymore. He now looking for results. You're the one who guided me, so to speak. What a lot of people don't know, that Winston, in his early days, was very emotional.
You like privileges.
No, I'm like me.
You like lose.
You like lose. And not only that, yes, anyway, that was I said to the show before. The people don't know Winston has special talent. He can do everything good. When he puts his mind to it. When he puts his mind to it, he can do anything. Bat, ball, field, brilliant fielder. He might be Vivi, he can't stand people misfield behind things. So
What a lot of people don't understand, right? As I've always said, when I leave my house to go training, if I don't think I train hard enough, I can go home and I'm going to go and run. My mother used to tell me that I'm going to dead in the bush. Because I'm going to feel me do enough today. So me go. Sometimes I get back home after 9 in the night. And I will leave like 5 o'clock. And I will just run until I black out.
Right.
When I feel it coming on, I just ease down to some tree somewhere and cool it until I catch myself. And I go home. And she keep telling me all the time, stop doing it. It's not good. But I'm doing what I know.
Right.
And I mean, at the end of the day, you can see the logics in what she's saying. But I can also say, it worked for me. Would I suggest that to her?
Right.
Certainly not. But I think that you should get up and make that sacrifice. Even if it is 45 minutes.
Right.
Make that sacrifice what I call personal development.
Right.
Mental training in terms of your performance is key too. Because you can sit down in your house, close your eyes and play a match, and a man bowl you at lightning pace.
Right.
And you getting in behind, you're ducking, you're bubble weaving. And hear this, when you finally get hit, it's not going to hurt you. When you finally, it's not going to hurt you. But what happens mentally, it prepares you to face a person bowling you 90 miles per hour. Because you have to literally, mentally get out of the way, get into line, play your shots, and my test matches, 5 minutes. My whole test match, 5 days in 5 minutes.
Right.
I see it, and it has always been a difficult. I've never had an easy match.
But you think that youngsters these days do what you say? Look, I remember when I used to play two, I used to go home and lie down and think about how you play tomorrow morning and stuff like that.
No, they don't. They don't think. That is the problem I'm having. You have to think for them. So sometimes you just leave them and wait until they make all the mistakes and you just watch. And then you're going to wait for them to come to you. You understand? You wait for them to come to you and you will recognize that, you know, a lot of them don't even ask you a question. It's okay for them. They come one time and then if the opposition make 20, it's a broad smile. and you're not even going to make 10, but it's okay. my mother used to stay by the gate when I'm coming home from cricket. And based on how I'm walking, coming home, she would tell me, listen, I'll leave you alone. Losing for me was never something that I could cope with.
Right.
I have learned, as I went to England and played professional cricket, I've learned to accept that you're going to lose some games.
Right.
But even though I'm accepting that I'm going to lose some games, I'm still fearful that I'm going to come okay with losing.
Right.
Oh, he rule and he this and he that. But I think more than anything else, my competitive nature would not allow me
Right.
to just come in and just be
Okay, your second
mediocre.
Satisfied with the kind of defeat and all
I
that.
can't do that. If you want me to play a friendly game, I can't bowl fast.
Right.
I rather keep it, I bowl spin. If you tell me bowl fast, because as you hit one ball, and I look like that, the competitiveness in me come out. So whenever I'm playing charity games and so, I go and keep wicket. I bowl spin. You knock at my ball, I bowl and spin. I couldn't care less. But if I go in and have a ball and you knock at my ball, I have a problem.
Bounce to come in.
But tell us about your setup up here.
Okay, as you would have seen, you've been here before. Mark would have seen some of the work that is going on right now. I have been to a number of places, and for lack of a better word, and for our pidgin language, don't run me. So I came down here and I spoke to Mark and I said, Mark, I would like here to be my home for now.
Right.
A lot of persons say, Winston, it don't make no sense.
Right.
But I've been here now 2 years plus.
Right.
And it's just going to continue. The junior aspect of Grassroots Cricket Academy is now coming back. We have about 10 to 12 persons right now. There are a number of inquiries.
Right.
We have gotten some shirts printed the other day, Area and Challenger.
Right.
He had promised us some more shirts, and those are for the junior guys.
Right.
Now I'm trying to get a ladies team, a female team.
Right.
And one of my plans, and you know the association can run with it.
Right.
One of my plans is to get them to play cricket as often as possible
Right.
against under 15s and under 17 boys.
Right.
By doing so, hopefully, it would improve their game
Right.
and also showcase the work that I've been doing for a number of years. As a matter of fact, Grassroots Cricket was founded in 2007,
Right.
and our first venue was the Police Ground.
Right.
So, just to give you an idea of where we've been, we started at Police. We were at
Buckley's.
Judges, and then we left from Judges and we went to Sticky Wicket.
Right.
We left from Sticky Wicket, we went to Factory. Factory was probably the biggest disappointment for me,
Right.
being that the ground was not a private venue.
Right.
And I prepared my own wicket, and I said to the people, that work with the combined school team.
Right.
It is okay, yeah, I can use the pitch because I practice in the morning, they
Right.
practice in the afternoon.
Right.
And you know, after I finished preparing my pitch one morning when I went up there, I was told that the powers that be say I must move and nowhere to the pitch.
Right.
The guys were so disappointed that they were telling me to do certain things, and I said
Right.
no, because if I do it, it's only the kids
We suffer.
gonna suffer.
Right.
So then I moved from there,
Right.
and I ended up here.
Right.
Well, you know, COVID came in and the junior aspect of Grassroots Cricket Academy.
Right.
Then I started up again at Buckley's.
Right.
But because I come here and I have to go to Buckley's, it kind of taxing. So I decided,
Right. Take flat.
yeah, to bring everybody here and, you know, do the whole practice session here.
Right.
But again, once the plan come through where we get the equipment to facilitate the netting system,
Right.
you know, definitely you would see a different organization altogether. The training is going to take a whole different outlook because you will have specifics.
Right. Correct.
For now, because of the situation, you know, our fielding has suffered a bit
Right.
because we haven't done a lot of it. Batting and bowling and catching and so forth. That is okay, but I want more than okay.
Right. Right. Right.
You understand? I want more than okay. The youngsters are bowling. As a matter of fact, I have a youngster who was bowling leg spin last week. I can try and bowl fast. And I said to him, go ahead.
Maybe the opposite to Iros.
Exactly. And I mean, I'm impressed. I said to him, he reminds me of that guy from Barbados plays with England,
Right.
Jofa Archer.
Right.
He looks very easy.
Okay. Okay.
You know, I have a little left-hander here who has grown tremendously from 2 months ago to where he is now.
Right.
And I said to him a couple of weeks ago, I'm going to get you into that under 15.
Right.
You know, and you know, I really think that he can get it done.
Sound like you know you have excellence.
But this is what I'm saying.
But
is
that's
that-
they say, okay, can you want no better than that?
Yeah, well, you know yourself okay.
no,
At the same time, we have your academy practicing right now on the screen.
youngsters and
We decided to surprise us so you can see you guys outside.
right. Some of the under 19 girls are here as well. This he definitely didn't know he was really the dates of Joseph, I think.
Oh yeah.
We'll bang you right now and say good morning.
Until the other day he told me about it. The young man in the middle of the screen with the navy blue pants, as we can see him there, we call him Hetmeyer.
Okay.
We call him Hetmeyer. He's a youngster that likes to hit the ball. Trust me.
Right.
When I came across him first, I had to tell him he don't need to burst the ball all the time,
Right.
and he loves a short ball. You know, his name is Deontay.
Deontay.
Yes.
Right.
And then there's another little one. He just came at me recently. His name is. He used to go to Buddha. And I think Buddha had got ill. In some specific areas.
Right.
And yeah. And this young guy here that looked like a farmer on the screen here.
Right.
He's off spinner, hearing impaired youngster, but he watches everything and just emulate everybody. And the funny thing about it, he likes to coach. He thinks that he's a big coach.
Okay.
So I utilize him in the mornings, especially when I'm dealing with the five and the just comes, and he will definitely. If you see him at work, you would never believe, you know. And I swear I'm gonna work with him, make sure that he has good hands in terms of batting,
Right.
you know. And he practiced with the senior
The biggest,
the bigger
guys.
boys. Yeah. For some reason, he take a step on Elroy Francis. Both of them always have some competition.
Okay.
And I just don't understand why he chooses Elroy. But every time Elroy comes to practice, they told him have some
Oh, that's good.
competition.
But tell us now, I know you guys, you're planning a trip in the Birmingham, I think.
To Birmingham, yes.
Right.
Actually, we were invited by the Birmingham Cricket Board to come and participate in the Tri-Nation Series in Bermuda. We're trying to raise some funds, but things are looking a little dicey.
Right.
We have to accumulate for 34,000 US
Right.
between now and September, because we have to be in Bermuda by the 3rd of September.
Okay.
The tournament starts on the 5th. We just had a fundraiser 2 weeks ago, and we're about to put on another one,
Right.
which we call it's going to be a water day.
Right.
And by that I mean we're having different soup,
Okay.
pumpkin soup, goat water, corn soup, conch water, fish water.
I was going to ask you, pity water, because I don't pity water.
Yeah, all of that is going to be on display. So I'm just saying to the general public, and we have sent out
Flyers.
some letters to various
Business place.
business place,
Okay.
and Hani Motors.
Right.
Let me say thank you to Mr. Ewart Hani. They had gave us a contribution, which we are very grateful for.
Right.
Very much appreciated. A homeowner over in Jumbie Bay,
Right.
they too had given us a couple of other individuals that promised
Right.
that they were going to contribute. So, we're hoping to raise that fund
Right.
so that we can give the boys an opportunity to express themselves. They've been training with me for a while now, and a couple of years ago we had planned to go to England,
Right.
but COVID came up, and
Right.
some personnel decided to railroad us because they had the power.
Right.
So, we're still pushing ahead. We're not going to give up. We're just asking the public to assist us. Right now we're doing a raffle where we're raffling an iPhone 13, iPod 10 generation. I'm not really
Right.
electronically savvy like that, but my
Right.
niece told me that the top of the line is the iPod 10th generation or
Okay.
something of the
So
sort,
that's some good prices then.
and a laptop to George Ferris.
Right.
Thank you very much for that laptop.
Your farmer open bowling.
Yeah, my farmer open bowl at Grace Road, Leicestershire.
Right.
George, if you're listening to this broadcast, let me just say thank you again for that laptop. And then we have a full price of 500 EC dollars
Right.
cash. So that's our cash price. Our joint date should be on the 31st of July.
Okay.
Wait, so where do you get tickets for that? Where you get tickets? Where you get tickets?
Don't ask the same thing, ask him.
Right. Well, you can get tickets from the players.
Right.
I have right now. If you guys
Yeah, you gotta
need some,
get a few of you.
we
You plan to go on corner, so go on
yes, we plan to go on the
get your shirt on. And,
right. But one of the things that is happening right now is in full swing. I think
right.
this weekend might be the
Semi-final weekend.
semi-final
Right.
weekends.
No, this is not semi-finals. This is semi-final.
Oh,
Right,
okay,
this is the
okay,
week
okay.
to decide the semi-finals.
Mm.
So
Semi-final teams. Yeah.
most of the teams and the players are playing. So
Right.
the business play stuff that we have planned is just on hold a little bit.
Right,
We're
right,
hoping to try and do some of it during the weekday. I know you're going to be slow on the weekday, but we have to do what we have to do.
Right.
Because to me, this is a very important venture,
Right.
and I'm hoping that, as I said, the fit. Because as I said earlier, we spoke about crime, the juveniles, the youngsters. Let us get them into some sport, basketball, football, cricket, You know, and if they have something to work towards,
Right.
they will definitely take part. But it takes a disciplined individual to be training, and there is no
Nothing to look forward
avenue,
to.
right, to say, well, okay, what have I learned? Let me go and showcase what I've learned
Right.
against somebody.
Right. Exposure to
exposure to
something
something. And another-
Especially against foreign competition.
right, and one of the things too that the gentleman in Birmingham has spoken to us about is that they're planning to have a T20 league
Okay.
starting.
Wait, a youth league?
No,
Oh.
and they're looking for players as well.
Okay.
So if we can get a couple of our players to showcase their talent up there,
That's a prime window for them to get 50 man
but
time.
this is what I'm saying to them. Let us push to get this fundraiser really run up and running, and you know, who knows?
Right.
What age group are you taking the Birmingham Vincent? What age group are you taking? Is your team?
I'm taking on a 9th. Well, I'm taking the senior boys.
Oh, the senior.
The
Oh, okay,
Elroy,
okay.
Francis,
Okay.
them guys that, as I said, my junior boys, them is now coming back. A couple of them, maybe 2 years time.
Oh, okay.
Because this guy here that I told you about, the guy that has a hearing problem, I'm gonna let him play for Clare around 15 next year. Some people say I shouldn't, but I'm not gonna be the one to not give that opportunity. I think he bowls a decent off spin, and elite. But let me talk. It was not my doing, eh?
Right.
The name elite was given to me by the players. They're the ones who decide that that is the name they want.
Well, that's good.
Right? So you will see WKMD elite.
Right.
That has nothing to do with it in terms of naming it.
Right.
They chose that, and I go along with it. Then they were disappointed when I said no, I don't want my name
Associated with that.
associated with it.
Right.
And they said no. You know, coach, you're here with us morning, noon, and night. Every time we call you right here, we call you 12 o'clock for a 1 o'clock session,
Right.
and you say, okay, 1:30. Because I forgot what I'm doing short.
Right.
You know, I mean, there are 1 or 2 guys now that is not training the way I think they should,
Right.
and it is showing that on their performance in the league so far.
Right.
You know, but everybody needs to do what they got to do, right? So I'm just letting them do their thing. But again, I want to see Antigua cricket and the bigger picture, West Indies cricket, because my aim is to 5 more players I want to get into the team before I call it quits. Yes.
I mean, at least 5.
At least 5.
So, who you been speaking with in Birmingham, though? The last
we spoke
name.
yeah,
The last name.
I can't remember the last name off the top of my head, but I have the letter and so forth.
How about the Birmingham connections, you know? That's what I ask you.
Right. Well, the connection that I know this lawyer guy named
Not Ed Bailey.
Bailey. Right. I remember him from when I went there in 1985.
84.
84? Yeah, 84. Birmingham is a beautiful place. The pitches in Birmingham, I don't know if it's the same, but
So wait, he's still involved with it?
well, the
family is my family now.
The president mentioned him, asked me if I know of anybody over there. Then I know him. I don't know if he's still involved, but when you look at the letterhead and so forth, I don't think he is officially involved. But you know, these kind of people, they're going to be around.
Yeah. I can make contact with him because his nephews and me are pretty close.
Right, but any assistance we can get,
Yeah.
we would be, I mean, greatly appreciative.
The English have a Bailey.
Right.
The same people. Same connections. And what about one of them students in school here?
Sorry to cut you. I'm hoping that Mark will be on board with us.
Sponsor 2 teams. Sponsor 2 players.
Sponsor 2 players.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That would be
Mark is on board.
Mark.
Yeah.
I know Mark is always on board, you know. You know, and Mark gonna be surprised when he see what I'm gonna be putting down up there.
I tell you what,
And
Mark,
let me say this now.
Mark, when you want to come on the trip?
Before Mahaiko facility when it's wanted to be supervised. See how your net is being destroyed? Because when we come here, people on there with spikes and hook up the wire and the door and everything. So I spoke to Earl, and Earl put me under a gentleman who was here earlier, and he, decided to help us in what way he possibly can. I get my good friend Kenneth Benjamin to assist me because he's a little bit more au fait to them kind of things than I am, and he came up with some material that is going to be needed. I think we still need a couple more things, and I mentioned to me too. Just what I'm going to tell you.
So tell me something.
And
The pan will not be in there. The steel pan not going to be in there.
well, this is something that I'm just saying. I think that people can, coexist in the same space.
True.
But I mean, once you do it properly, what I find happens is that when these guys come here, they come here in a rush and everything just get put down, and that's it. It does not matter where they put it on. I mean, if they're using one side, just put your equipment to one side. So the other side to use that side and function. As a matter of fact, the lady on the opposite side of us that was giving so much trouble, she has decided to donate the water tank and the right side of her house. And so my aim is just to put it on the eastern side of spout the building, so we can always have water for the kitchen soap.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because as I said, I've been to a number of places and I ended up here. No, they didn't show me out of here. They showed me out a number of places. Right. And if I may mention, Mark and I worked together for a number of years when I was really into the Clare Hall School, a number of players, and I think that is something I want to go back to.
Right.
The thing about it, I had a very strong headmistress, which is Mrs. Green, who was very, very supportive, and in no uncertain terms, you cannot get away from Miss Green, because she's going to make you know that, hey, this got to be done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, cricket in Antigua, I wish the coaches would get together and have a coaches body and have seminars and help each other. Look, last year I took time out. I said I didn't want to coach last year. And I said to all the clubs, I don't have a problem, come and assist you. If you have a problem with somebody, you call me, we arrange the time, we bring in individual, and I'm gone. 1 hour, hour and a half, depending on what the situation is, and I'm out of there because I just wanted a break. I mean, a lot of person pass here and see me every morning when I'm putting grass. I mean, I'm doing some back work, doing stone, and it's not easy. As a matter of fact, one of my players look at me and say, "Coach, I don't know how you manage them." I mean, I dig soil with a mattock and I do the ball in the pitch. I'm promising you, Mark, that I'm not going to do the second one like that. I'm going to get a backup.
It's only give you the fact.
Sure.
It's only give you the fact we graduate. Plenty hard work. So, guys, I need some assistance with the guy, and you have to leave by 12 o'clock.
Yeah, no problem.
For set up for the stream with next year.
For having me.
We have more often now, then we can put a muter. We have more often for promote everything you have to promote.
Before you run out, tell the first entrance what they want to have the kids involved with your family.
Right. To all the parents who are watching, on Facebook we have a little advertisement where 462, sorry, 726-8289 is my number. We're having a 3-week summer camp starting on the 3rd of
July.
July.
Right.
And You know, as I said, we're going to be here from 9 o'clock until 1:30 every day for these youngsters. Give us a call, and all the information will be disseminated to you. You know, we're going to be coming out with a flyer, hopefully by Wednesday the latest. So yeah, get the kids enrolled. Once we got the shirts, they will definitely be given us shirts, and all the other information would be readily available for you on contact.
And last, before I go, just tell them about your raffle, because that's important for the sponsorship going.
Yes, again, before I leave, we're having a raffle on the 31st of July. Just asking the public to, you know, help the guys and help the club, help the organization, because we're doing some decent work. I mean, the youngsters can testify to that. We're here on a daily basis. For anybody who wants to come and just have a look and see what is happening here, and if you want to be a part of it, feel free to be a part of it, and let us know what you think. You might not be a cricketer, but you could be a business individual, and all that goes a long way. So again, guys, there's a raffle coming up, and also we're having this water day where you name it, we have what is water, pig water, pigtail water,
And Taddy Port Walker.
seafood water, fish water, eat coconut water now, you know.
Alright.
Thank you very much.
Alright.